Yes, people. Welcome back to the One True Red podcast, where we're joined by Aki, Uche, CT, and Mikey, and we're here to talk about all things Arsenal and Liverpool. And we're going to start with last night's game at the Molineux Stadium. Is it still called the Molineux Stadium? I don't even know.
Yes,
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
So we're going to start there, where we had a Michael Oliver masterclass on how to referee a match. Who wants to take this one?
Craig, you start off.
You want to start off? It's the same old, where Michael Oliver wants center of attention of a referee in a match again. And again with Arsenal, I don't know what it is with him, but I wouldn't say it's corruption, but there's something there where he doesn't like us very much. And the
You want to say it's corruption, though? Do you want to say it?
I'm not going to say that. Allegedly, or whatever you have to say.
Yeah, exactly.
But
No. That's not the view of One True Red podcast. Just had to put that out there.
Yeah, allegedly. So there's something up. I mean, you look at his decisions in the past with Arsenal matches and refereeing them, and these decisions have never been made for any other team in the Premier League or in history of football, in fact, in terms of top level football. So I don't understand what's going on with this guy, and it needs to be looked at. He can't referee another Arsenal game this season because we just can't afford to have these decisions go against us and turn the game. Luckily, the lads were up for it, and they wanted to prove a point to say, look, we are going to fight to the end. But this is crazy. This is nonsense. These decisions are absolutely bonkers. I mean, you had the decision a few seasons back with Martinelli actually at Wolves, where he waited for that double yellow card. That's never been seen.
Never been seen again.
Yeah, what the hell was that? You got that, and then you had the Trossard second yellow card, which he gave straight away after the ball was. He literally blew up the whistle, and it was like point something of a second, and then he gave a yellow card for it. So I don't understand. And then you got the Man City player Kovacic fouling both of our players in that game, and he was on a yellow, and he should have been taken. He should have been sent off. And twice he committed a dangerous fouls, and nothing was done. And now you got the Skelly thing yesterday as well, where it's not good enough. It's blatantly not a yellow card. Blatantly not a red card.
We've got an issue. We've got an issue with consistency. We've got an issue with refereeing decisions, and then the perception of some fans. There were some fans, namely in our kind of groups, that were saying it was a blatant red. And I was thankful to see in media and in other forums that I belong in, there were sensible people, because it was not serious foul play. And everybody's come out to say that. Keith Hackett's come out to say that it was a shocking decision and that Michael Oliver should be banned. He should at least hold 2 weeks on the bench and shouldn't be refereeing a game. The thing is that Michael Oliver's been protected because he's the premier referee for the Premier League. Howard Webb came out and defended him with the Kovacic situation and said Michael Oliver likes to manage games, he likes to take time, and he doesn't want to make impactful decisions. Yesterday, we saw him pull an instant red card on Lewis Skelly for a trip that was a standard yellow card that everybody, apart from select few, recognize. There's an issue there.
It happened today, Mikey. It happened today in the Villa West Ham game, where Alvarez, can't remember who he took out, done exactly the same thing. He was on a yellow card. He didn't even get a card.
Yep.
He didn't get a booking. So what are we doing here? There's no consistency at all. And this guy, well, what's consistent is he keeps making these crazy decisions when he's refereeing an Arsenal game. And it's been said that the Man City owners have him over in Dubai, in wherever they are, to referee games. You know what I mean, off the cuff. And then he's a Newcastle fan as well. That's been out there as well. And who have we got?
And then you've got an issue in the same game where Gomez makes a worse tackle than Miles Lewis Skelly and gets a second yellow rather than a straight red.
Yeah, that's because it was lower.
Surprising decisions.
Crazy.
That's because it was lower.
It wasn't lower. He scraped down his ankle to get to the foot. So you see the last impact on the foot, like scrapes down the leg.
The problem it's going to have with people like you guys is whenever people disagree with you, they're crazy. Despite the fact that the incident was being deemed by the PGMOL to be extremely late, the point of contact is high, and video evidence supports that conclusion. Now, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I couldn't care less. I don't even have the energy. Everybody knows about me and referees. I don't have a passion for it. I don't really sit. I'm very neutral. If you happen to my team, it's harsh. Yes. Is it harsh? Yes. I expected a yellow. Absolutely. But if you look at it, it's late and the point of contact is high. Now, a referee has a discretion to send you off. Now, most people have come on that played the game saying it's harsh and shouldn't. That's fine. But that's not what the rules say.
Wait, just 1 second. They don't say it was harsh. They say it's a ridiculous decision and it should have been a yellow card. It's not. That's actually where I don't think that people either you refuse to accept a rule as it is and know that there's movement there, and sometimes you can go to the extreme end of that decision. You can't say it's a ridiculous decision. He did not. Why not? They have said it. They've said
but he didn't make the tackle. He made the decision on the tackle. And the tackle, I can repeat, was extremely late. The point of contact is high.
Was it serious foul play? No, there's no such rule that is seriously late. Was it serious foul play?
The PGMOL's position on the incident is that the challenge is extremely late.
Script, but was it serious foul play?
And video evidence supports that conclusion.
What else was it serious foul play?
So Uche,
to be fair,
let me know when this happened before. Let me tell me an occasion where it's happened before.
I don't have energy. I don't have energy for. I don't have energy for referees.
You can't name it.
You have energy to read a script from PGMOL though.
Yes, because I'm trying to explain to you that sometimes
you don't need to explain. I've heard their description.
I think it was the yellow, but at the end of the day, referees can make mistakes too. So
All right. See, that's fair. So
it's still a bogus line. Referees can make mistakes. So every time Michael Oliver referees an Arsenal game, he makes a mistake.
Yeah, but 1 second.
I think
he's got a point though, because the referee can make a mistake, but then the VAR shouldn't make a mistake.
Well,
the
VAR
support the referee.
Make a mistake.
When you've got a senior referee like Michael Oliver,
I'm just going to say that. Yeah,
he's going to go along with his decision.
It didn't feel like he made a mistake. That's one thing you have to accept. They didn't feel he made a mistake though. So why would they overrule it?
They wouldn't. There's a hierarchy in these things.
Yeah, but he's live. That's how it is. He's what it is. At the end of the day, don't make silly challenges. And then you might actually have 10 players on 11 players on the
pitch. Ridiculous.
You're just making silly comments because
because there'd be 70%
game.
That's what I was going to say. There'll be 70%, 80% of every game, someone's going to be sent off then because everyone.
Listen, I'm actually saying that. I'll say it again. It was high and it was late. It was cynical, and you could argue, as harsh as it is, that it could be a red. If you ask me, would I give a red?
Wait. You keep saying it was high, it was late. Was it serious foul play? Was it endangering an opponent? No, neither.
That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what I'm saying. If something's high,
you're saying it was serious foul play.
You're basically endangering the opponent. What else you call that?
What danger was he doing by tripping him?
Bro, I am not. Like I said, I haven't got the energy for this stuff, man. Like,
why are you talking
about it? Don't talk on it. Don't talk on it.
You talk enough. I'm ready to move on.
No, don't talk on it then. That's simple.
I'm ready to move on. Where's the energy? Talk about the game. Like, why am I talking about Michael Oliver?
No. Michael Oliver.
We're talking about things that are relevant in the public eye.
100%.
Well, the bottom line is you showed resilience. You came back.
We're not happy with it.
The other idiot got sent off. You won the game. Talk about that.
You weren't an idiot either. So just there's no need.
Skelly ain't no.
Has the red card been rescinded?
No, I'm talking about.
They
see what I'm saying about people
down on it.
You're not actually hearing what I said.
Shut up, Uche.
Nobody.
Yeah, be quiet, Uche.
Didn't even hear what I said.
Aki,
you thought I was talking about Skelly the idiot. I was talking about Gomez, you jokers. You guys don't even pay attention.
No, mute his mic, man. What's happening
there?
See, for right there, you thought I was talking about Skelly. I was talking about the idiot that got to 10 men that allowed you to win the game, which was Gomez, you jokers.
I was not talking about
Mute his mic, man.
Mute it. We don't
I'm
need to
saying
hear
it's
that.
ridiculous.
Aki, sorry, what did you say, Aki?
Your own voice. If you
Have
want
they
to hear
rescinded
someone's
his red
voice,
card?
Aki,
listen to someone else.
Aki, what are you saying?
Did
They
they
haven't.
rescind
They
his red
haven't,
card
Aki.
or not?
No, they
Not yet.
doubled down on it. They said no. They've actually come out and said they're backing him. People,
What,
the
three
people.
No,
games?
they didn't back him. You guys are all right. There's no other point of view.
Lads.
They didn't back him.
Lads. Can
Right,
I-
Aki, what are you saying? Because we can't get a full contribution
Can't
here.
get a word in there.
No, he answered. I was just asking if it was rescinded or not.
Nah, they will. We're gonna.
There has to be an appeal for it to be rescinded. So
Yeah.
it is, the process hasn't been gone through.
But the PGMO have put out a statement saying they're backing it anyway. I don't know if it's official or unofficial, but that's what I've seen. So
I've already told you what they said.
you've said a lot, man.
We heard your script.
you
I thought you
said a
didn't
lot.
have the energy.
No, I don't. You guys are just boring
Right.
me with it.
So okay, if Robertson did this, would you be happy
Trent
with
does
it?
it all the time.
He does it all the time.
I don't have
Would
the
you be
energy
happy
for
with
it.
it, Uche? Or you don't
I
want
don't
to
have the
discuss?
energy for referees. You guys, I can't believe I actually had it as ban of Michael over some nonsense like that. You know?
Remember this.
You
Remember
enjoyed
this.
the game. You won the game, man. You showed resilience. You know, normally you drop points. You actually came back and you got the player. Like I repeat, the idiot that got himself sent off to make it 10 versus 10. Right? You did that. That's down to your players, and then you allowed you to win the game. So what's the issue? Like, this Michael Oliver. No one's out for you, Arsenal fans. Nobody's out for your team, man. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Focus on your game.
Again, you're making this an Arsenal fan thing. But as I said, in the media, you've got all the football writers, you've got the ex-referee, head of referees, Keith Hackett, all saying it was a ridiculous decision. So don't label it Arsenal fans, please. Everybody is aligned. If you'd watched anything over this weekend, you would have seen.
I didn't.
Everybody said it's ridiculous.
I get bored by referee talk. But what I did watch is what they said. And if unless you're telling me that the referees have decided to separate themselves from actual football, which is a bigger problem, because if they look at it with video evidence and you then appeal it and it gets rejected, it's almost like saying it's like almost like a mafia thing where they just stick with each other no matter what. I wouldn't like to think that's the case. Now, the Hackett that you're
We know
talking
that's the case, though.
Sorry?
We know that's the case in terms
Well, if that's
of
the case, then you might as well give up. Then what's the point of this? What can you do about it?
Highlight it, bring attention to it, because this guy
Exactly.
keeps
That's what you
doing
do
it.
with anything that's an issue. You highlight it. That's why it's in the media. That's why it's on all back pages. That's why it's on banners, because it's a talking point. So we're addressing it. That's our take from the game.
Well, my take is that it was extremely harsh. What you can't say is ridiculous because it's still within the rules of the game. So if somebody applies extreme harshness to a rule, yes, I'll still say it's harsh. But I can't say he's not invented the rule. He didn't invent it. It wasn't invented. It's just extremely harsh.
For a man to bring out,
You're
for
not
a referee-
understanding, because
it's crazy.
Craig already explained the comparison between Kovacic's challenge, which wasn't booked or given a red,
Twice,
and this one. So Michael Oliver's been protected, I repeat, by Howard Webb, who said he likes to let the game play out. He doesn't want to be impactful on the game. But he instantly gave Lewis Skelly a red. And there was no check back.
Crazy.
So there is a variance in behavior in situations with different teams. It's been highlighted here. Happy to move on though.
Variance.
Real, you're shaking your head. I feel you should contribute.
Yeah, what's your take on it, Ro?
Well, guys, I've been trying to interject, by the way, but I think, and I can't remember the exact incident, so I'm going to have to park that one. But I have seen a similar one where a red card was given for a similar kind of challenge. I can't remember exactly when that was.
Wow, so you can't remember this one. You can't remember that one. But you can remember a similar challenge.
You know what the other one was?
Wow.
The other one was Xhaka, actually. I mean, it happened to Xhaka. I can't remember what team we were playing, but Xhaka did that and he got sent off.
On the touchline.
Well, yeah, I remember that one. If that's the one you're referring to, I don't know.
I'm not sure it's that one. But if we want to talk, I'm like the complete opposite of Uche. He said he's got no time for. I've got time all day to talk about referees because I think they're all terrible. Every last one of them is terrible.
As bad as your wife.
On the incident itself, I've not seen it properly. I saw a clip sent via WhatsApp where it looked like it was late. It looked like it was high. I said it was harsh at the time. I got chastised by a certain Uche. He said, "No, it's not harsh." Blah, 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 blah. Muted him. So then, my personal view on the actual challenge is, I think to give a red card for that is harsh. However, the rules do allow for red card to be given for that, and I have seen it done before. Talking specifically about Michael Oliver and Arsenal, they're all terrible. I was going to use a swear word there, but they're all terrible. I'm pretty sure, I'll need to check, but I'm pretty sure Michael Oliver was a guy that didn't give the pen when Odegaard was playing basketball in our box last season. And they said, it went to VAR, and VAR said he broke his fall, so therefore it's not a penalty. The guy was still standing up when he was playing basketball. He was double dribbling and everything with the ball. They didn't give a penalty. Blatant as anything, and it was given as play on, everything's fine. So it's not a case that it's just an Arsenal thing. All of the referees...
It's a Michael Oliver thing then.
One of them.
It's a Michael Oliver thing then. So he should be banned.
Highlight that. Let's highlight that.
We're highlighting the guy.
All of them are terrible.
Let's get him out.
The problem you're gonna have is like a real.
They're all terrible. Every last one of them.
The reason why I don't have the energy for this conversation is, I agree with the conclusion. They are bad referees. I don't watch football. I don't watch English football and think, these guys are some top referees here. So I just like, whatever, man. It's just, they're just bad. So what do you want me to do? Just keep telling you they're bad every day? Oh, they're bad referees. No, it's boring. I don't want to discuss referees. I want to discuss the game. Like, I can't do anything about stupid referees. Personally, what you want as a professional is not give them decisions to make. That was, I repeat what Rewa said, but it seems like when it comes from me, it seems to have a difference of energy. Extremely harsh, but within the rules of the game. Something you have to accept and move on.
No, not accepting it.
I'm not accepting it.
Not accepting it, so I don't have to accept it either. We got the win, and that's all.
Every game you'll see that type of challenge where a player just commits himself. He takes one for the team, as they say.
Yeah, exactly.
The break and a yellow card.
Let me give you one of your quotes, Uche. We've all played football here.
Yeah.
Never in a million years are you going to get sent off for doing that.
It's because, like I said, the trip itself was not the issue. He felt it was high and late. That's all I'm saying. That's his interpretation at the time. It's not about the trip. Like he said, that's a yellow all day long. He felt that this dude was definitely not going for the ball and was high and late. That's why he got sent off. Like I said, it's harsh, but that's why he got sent off.
Let's move on.
Can you hear me?
So Craig and I are happy with the win at the end of the day. It was 1-0, just as I predicted. So we move on, and let's talk about Liverpool's procession. No one wants to talk about Liverpool.
They're all bored of it as well. They don't. Yeah,
you're bored of winning.
No, it's not that. I'm sorry. It's just I thought I listened to Real, like the way he was skipping was just cracking me up, man. And I was trying to be serious, but I'm just laughing my head off. Anyway, Liverpool game. Obviously, watched the game on game day properly. Yeah, it was a dominant win, very controlled. They didn't give us any issues whatsoever. They didn't have any shots. They couldn't get out of their half. We scored quite early, which helped a lot. Great ball by Konate to Szoboszlai and a great finish. Great football played for the first half, got the 3-0. Obviously, at that point, job done. Could take our players out, rest some players, took out Gravenberg and all the other important players. Really comprehensive, controlled victory. Just wonderful. All we're doing is just taking it off, Let the controversy and the crybabies keep doing what they do, because that's all they can do, is cry and cry some more. And we just keep collecting the points. There's nothing they could do about us collecting the points. And then in the end, May will soon come, and we'll be crowned champions, and that'll be that. There's nothing you could do about it. Absolutely nothing.
What's up, Mikey?
Go on, keep going.
It was just, I mean, it's a bit disappointing to concede at the end. It would have been good to have scored a few more goals, but essentially, at the end of the day, 3 points. Can't really complain. We've got record attendance. Standard game, really. Onwards and upwards.
Absolutely. That's how you get it done. Against Sibblers. Against people that are not on your level. That's how you deal with them.
and you move on quietly, no drama.
Yeah, I'd like to see Kiza play a few more games for us, to be honest with you. He doesn't really come on that much.
Yeah, he came on, didn't he? Right, a few minutes, but like you say, I think is the way this manager clearly plays, it's going to be very difficult to see him starting games because his preference is so-called sub for Salah, which means no sub, right? And then obviously, unless you're winning by 3 or 4 goals, you're probably not going to see Chiesa. It's going to be difficult. He's obviously going to play midweek in that PSG. I expect him to play or certainly start in that game because the idea was
Wednesday?
6 players of rotation. So was that real?
Is that Wednesday?
Yeah, the Wednesday game, the big Wednesday where everybody's playing on Wednesday. Yeah.
I also don't think Diaz up front works really, to be honest with you. I think it works maybe against select teams, but as an ongoing thing, I don't think we score enough goals with him up front.
He doesn't do enough, does he? He doesn't seem to get to dangerous positions and stuff. I don't know. It's a bit weird at the moment. It's almost like him and Gakpo swapped yesterday. And Gakpo was just threatening all the time. I didn't really see much of a threat from Diaz, but you can't really complain too much at the moment. But I'm with you. If a team, which obviously next weekend against Bournemouth, I think it'll be interesting to see how we handle that. That's probably the most informed team that we're playing against. So we'll find out.
I'm back in Bournemouth to beat you guys, mate.
Of course you would, because there's nothing else you can do but back.
I back Ipswich. I got that a bit wrong, but
yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna keep backing. That's all you can do. I mean, if I was in your position, I'll be backing, but you can back all you want. I suggest you take a good look at Manchester City, because if you get slapped, which I expect you to do, then obviously they're gonna be right behind you for second. So I suggest you pay attention to that.
Yeah, I'm 6 points behind, right?
Are they going to be right behind us?
If they beat you,
magic.
If they beat you, they would be,
I'm not scared of
But how
City,
many points are they going to be behind us?
I've got no idea. You tell me. I don't look down that far.
They're not going to be right behind us.
I don't look down that far. Educate me. How many points would they be behind? Tell me. I don't look down that far. Sorry, it's not my business.
Then don't make the comments then.
No, I'm making comments. I don't know.
Hey,
come with your facts and stats, or don't say nothing.
You're giving it the big one, yeah. But the bottom line is you're 6 points ahead of them. If they win, they're 3 points behind you. So obviously you've lost the game. You're gonna have even more points behind. Then we're gonna play our game in hand, and all of a sudden your fake challenge, you're gonna be like 12 points behind, and you'll be like, "What are we gonna talk about next? Can Arsenal hold on to second place?"
Wait a minute. Wait. I keep having flashbacks every pod because in the first one this season, I told you you've already won the league. So I don't know why you're confused about it.
I'm not confused. I'm just
won the league.
I'm enjoying the moment because someone like Craig has a faint hope and keep hoping, and that's what we love.
I ain't hoping for nothing. I've got a beef with my own club in terms of getting players through the door. So that's the only person I'm vexed with right now.
You can't help it, man. You can deny what the bottom line is this. You're hoping for something, and it's not gonna happen. Okay? Next Sunday is when your fake title hopes gets extinguished for good.
No, I think we'll beat City, to be fair. I don't see City as a problem. I see other teams where we will struggle again.
I think it's gonna be attack versus attack, and you don't have any attack, so is it gonna be attack?
Who's at home in that game?
We are. We're attack versus attack. What's going on? This sounds like an Aki prediction.
No, because at the end of the day,
they're back, are they? Because they've made your signing, City are back.
No, they don't defend very well. Same problem is there. They don't defend very well.
Defender had a nightmare, bro. I expect Havertz to be onto him differently, bro.
Well, he might not even play anyway. They've got other options. I saw Stones came on. They might not even play him.
The other options that have been playing this season when they've been doing badly. And
yes,
suddenly everything's going to miraculously change.
Because they're going to
be good going forward, though.
Is looking good.
Good going forward. That new signing.
Mamouche is good.
Yeah, Mamouche looks good, man.
Yeah, so I'm talking about his attack against your defense. You're gonna have problems like anything.
I'm not worried. Our defense is good. I'm not worried.
And Foden's on it as well.
Let Mamouche play instead of De Bruyne, and I'm perfectly happy. De Bruyne kills us every time we play.
I like the guy. I like what I saw. But hey, it's not my business. That's your business.
Why are you mentioning it then?
Because
you're in everybody's business all the time. You can't keep yourself to yourself.
Because
you haven't got the energy for things, and then you want to share monologues, and then you want to bring up Man City, but it's not your business. What's going on?
You were making some noise about
This was during the Liverpool review as well that you've done this.
no. He
Liverpool
made
versus Ipswich was what we were talking about.
yes. You need to follow
And it's
them.
come back to us. But he don't want to talk about us.
Arsenal.
He got no time to talk about us, but he goes back to us.
Craig predicted that Ipswich was gonna do something, which obviously did not happen. He predicted they're gonna do something. So I said to him, "You're doing another prediction saying Bournemouth are gonna do something," and we all know they're not gonna do anything. That's why I brought it up. And I said he better worry about his team.
Wait. You remember the last time you were saying Bournemouth are not going to do anything? You remember?
That was a
Behind
long
the sofa
time ago.
business?
That's like
You
5-6
remember?
years ago. That's like a
You
long
can get an
time
action
ago.
replay.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, bro. That's not even
That'll
like
be a tough game, but Bournemouth will be a tough game though.
yeah,
That's what I'm
definitely.
going to say.
They're beating.
Bournemouth is going to be hard.
They're on form at the moment.
Wait.
I don't
Are
reckon
you
they'll beat
angry?
us.
No,
Are
it's
Wait.
They beat you.
No, they'll draw.
They're gonna beat them, Mikey.
It'll
Trust
be
me.
a
They're
close
gonna beat.
game. I reckon it'll be a draw. It'll be a close game.
It'll be a close game, but I reckon we'll win.
Craig, you cry.
Bournemouth. Bournemouth are gonna smoke you out your boots, bro.
You know the thing about Bournemouth, right? Obviously, like I said, it's probably the toughest away game, in my opinion.
Bar the Emirates.
No, in left.
Until you go to the Etihad.
We've already played you. No, that's not a top game anymore. Sorry,
Oh god.
it's not a
Wait,
top game anymore. Sorry,
You're just bigging up
What are you
City.
saying,
Now
Ralph?
it's not a tough game anymore.
it's not. No, it was the toughest game by
So many
far,
contradictions.
margin. But it's not a tough game anymore because one, we don't need to beat them, and two, they're rubbish. So
But
it's not a tough game anymore.
But you don't need
is.
to.
he's trying to draw. He's trying to draw
I
us
don't
out.
understand what's going on here.
Yeah,
No, Bournemouth is capable of getting all 3
Bournemouth
points.
is now the hardest away game, and Man City isn't. This is wow.
Yes, this current Manchester City side.
You don't
against
need
this
to beat
current-
Man City, but you need to beat Bournemouth.
Yes, correct.
I think you need to beat all of them.
No,
Let's hear from Ralph.
So we definitely need to do all of them because certain team called Arsenal, whoever is chasing us, will be dropping points.
I don't know if he can hear us. Actually.
Ralph.
So have you been kidnapped?
Say
Blink
yes.
twice. Blink twice for help, bro.
Wow, bro, he doesn't look happy, boy.
Oh, good. What are we on about now?
So we're going on to what Champions League. Let's talk about Champions League. Seeing as both of our teams are appearingly through.
Apparently, when did they? I didn't see any confirmation that Arsenal are through to.
Appearingly, do you understand? Do you know the English language?
I don't do appearingly. Either you're in or you're out, and you're not in.
We're in, 100% in.
So
Yeah,
somebody has to win
it's
5, 6, or 7-0 for us not to be in. Is that going to happen? Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet?
No, of course not.
Right.
Well, it's not.
Stop saying things for the sake of saying things then.
It's not 100%.
You know what the deal is
It's
with us.
99.9%.
Back your chance.
Who you guys playing?
It
Girona.
doesn't matter.
Girona.
Away or home?
Our result doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
sorry, it's 110%, so 200%. It's a done deal. Girona. I didn't even know they were still in there.
Yeah, well,
Oh
we got
man.
Girona. It should be easy for us.
Yeah, we're gonna change it up a bit. Go and have a good time in Eindhoven. And I'm sure Arsenal will go through as well, no problems. And then we'll see what the draw comes. I think they're making the draw on the 31st. I think I saw somewhere. So let's see who gets what. But yeah, exciting times.
Looking forward to your draw.
We'll see. Obviously, it's very difficult to work out who you're gonna play, but whoever we play, I am not even thinking about them.
You don't care. So if you
Doesn't
draw
matter.
Madrid, you're happy.
I was gonna say there must be a team you don't want to play.
No, not for me. Not for me.
You're
I don't do them games. Don't do them things.
Last 16, you're happy.
Right
to
now
get
in the
Real
Champions
Madrid.
League, I don't do them things. Because one thing people are forgetting, we're not actually drawing them. You forget that. That team has to go and play the other team. So whoever you
That's
think
fine.
will be it.
If it's Real Madrid, Real Madrid will get through their playoff.
Well, I don't
We
know
know
why
that.
you're so confident. I mean, they've had
It
some
depends on who
serious.
they got. It could be Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, as an example.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I'll rather just wait and just see who we draw. But if you ask me a direct question, he ends up being Real Madrid. It is what it is. I have no problem with it. It's gonna be tough, and you just go and get on with it. And if you can't win it, you can't win it. You were not good enough, and then you just go out. Because if you're gonna lose to them in the last 16, you're probably gonna lose to them in the semi-final. So what difference does it make? It doesn't really matter. If you can't beat them, you can't beat them. So you don't expect anyone else to knock them out. We all know what Real Madrid does in these Champions League. It's very difficult to knock them out. So, but
any teams you want to avoid?
I prefer to avoid Real, to be honest, but apart from that, not really.
Yeah, happy with Bayern if you draw them.
Yeah, but Bayern aren't the same Bayern as a few years ago, I reckon. They've lost a few games in the Champions League this season as well. Didn't Villa beat them?
Yep.
Yeah.
1-0. It'll be interesting.
I don't think
English clubs.
any of those teams though, but yeah, we'll see.
English clubs can play against each other now as well, right? In the last 16.
It's an open draw. Yeah. But yeah, I think you guys are probably clear of the English team. I don't know where
Maybe
City.
Yeah, I could get City.
But Uche doesn't care about City, so that would be a good draw.
Minor.
No, if you're looking at this Manchester City squad, I think
You guys can get Villa.
if you don't do your homework on Man City, you're gonna struggle. But if you know what you're doing with this Man City team, if they don't get, I expect them to get that midfielder anyway. But if they don't get that midfielder when this window closes, they're in big trouble. I think Chelsea flopped it yesterday, and rightly so, because they're just a silly side. But if you know about yourself, you should be able to deal with this Man City team. I've never had to be not be shook of this team, but it's the first time I'm not shook of that, what they bring to us. That midfield is porous, totally.
I thought they're going to come to the Emirates and win,
yeah, because you drop City points. Who knows? You might get another player sent off. Anything is possible with you jokers. Like literally anything is possible. You could get another man sent off. You could have another rant to something. There's always something. There's always something stupid that you guys are going to do to yourselves. So, and you don't. It's not like you score. It's not like you bury. It's not like he's creating lots of chances. So this confidence that you guys seem to have on your team is baseless because you have a good defense. You're not creating loads of chances.
Why is it baseless?
Loads of goals. So it's weird.
Why is it baseless? We've got one of the best defenses in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
We're probably third or fourth in terms of goals scored in the league. How can it be? We're second in the league. Wait, we're second in the league. We're third in the Champions League groups. Why is it baseless? I'm baffled.
Okay.
Man City are like 20th in the Champions League group, and fifth in the Premier League.
Can you hear that? CT.
How can it be baseless?
CT, why are you not skanking? Do you hear the man? Why are you not skanking?
Mikey just asked you a question and you just avoided it. So and you just
How can
you're not creating chances that I'm seeing.
We're creating loads of chances. We're not burying them. That's our problem.
Not watching football.
We're not burying the chances.
You think you're creating chances? Fine. I don't think you're creating chances. But if you are, then that's fine.
You didn't see Havertz yesterday. Oh, did you watch us yesterday? Actually,
of course, I watch it for research purposes.
The red card that was sent to you on WhatsApp.
No, I'm saying I watched the game.
Who scored?
They didn't do anything. There was that header that obviously Kai, should have buried. I suppose.
Two headers.
Who scored, Duce? Who scored for Arsenal?
Calafiori, your Wody, your fullback that you signed to play up front. Have you forgotten it?
You might as well stick him up front.
We'll make a signing.
The fullback that you signed to play up front.
I'm not confident anymore, Mikey, that we'll make a signing. I'm really not.
You should be more confident than ever.
Nah,
did you not hear Arteta?
Bro, Arteta's begging for help. I don't think the Cronkies are feeling that very much. So
no, I'm pretty sure we'll get someone.
They've
said that we've identified players to sign. So if they don't sign them now, then there's trouble.
Yeah, but why is it taking the whole of January to bring someone in?
Because you need the right type of striker.
Teams don't want to sell the player that we want.
Yeah,
but that's where they have to just show the money.
I
bet you the player is probably in the Champions League or in the Europa, because that's where the best strikers are, and the club, the selling club, doesn't want to let go. That's always the problem with these kind of situations.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the reasons why I don't see us signing anyone. I can't see it. It's the deal was too difficult. The players we've identified are too difficult to get. in January.
I
So
think
I
they're
don't
pushing the Sesko thing. I reckon that they're trying to push the Sesko thing. And
Well, he's out of the Champions League, so that should be easy now.
he's got an agreement for the summer, but not for now. So it'll be interesting. I think an extra 10 million, depending on what they want to do. It depends what they see this season, whether they've written it off.
If he is Sesko, they are it's not like they drop into the Europa. So he's actually should be an easier deal to do. They're definitely totally out of the Europe as well. So you should be able to get him in if that is the man. If he is the guy, there's literally no stumbling block. Just cough up the money. If he is the man.
Are we going to
Who
drop
are you
that?
guys talking about?
Sesko for
Sesko.
Leipzig.
Who does he play for?
Leipzig.
Leipzig.
We were trying to get him in the summer, but he committed to them.
Spanish
Yeah,
player.
he's a good target, man. He's a good target, man. I still don't think he's a killer, but he is what it is, you know.
I don't think he is either. But
But
they've
he could be,
identified him.
yeah, he could distract. I don't know. It's hard to call him. I don't see him as what you need, but you know, people can develop very quickly. He seemed like he might be suited to the league, but you know, good luck with that anyway.
If Arsenal are serious about winning the league, they'd buy Isaac from Newcastle.
Impossible.
We can't afford that.
You
Right.
can't afford that.
To be honest, we can
It would
afford
be
it.
about 150 million.
Yeah, they won't drop
Yeah.
that money.
That's
Not
what I'm
in
saying.
January.
If you guys are serious about winning, then you'd buy it. And if you're not serious about winning, then you won't.
150 million. Nah.
We ain't gonna do that.
And
He wins
although
the
he,
league, though.
if he's fit, he does. And he doesn't win the league this season.
He might win
Yes,
it
that's
this
too far
season.
gone.
Be honest, if you were to buy that guy, that guy
He'll give
worries.
you guys a boost. He'll give you guys a boost.
Nah,
Listen,
he's a worry. I can't ignore what I've seen. I've seen too much of that guy to be worried. I will not be spending that kind of money. He's too scary. He's too worrying. His injury record is appalling.
and that's the thing. His injury record is bad, but
He's terrible.
he's the best. He's the best striker in the league.
Without a doubt. But honestly, if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, if I have him already, I'll manage it. But for me to go and spend that kind of money, like I can never. Honestly, when people talk about all these nonsense, right? Availability to me is one of the greatest skill you can have as a top striker in this league. Don't ever play with availability. It's pointless paying all that money for a guy that has consistently showed me I cannot last the one season without something happening to him. I wouldn't even.
He's been pretty much injury-free this season, though. So I don't really get that at all.
Well, I'm telling you now, man, he's gonna be the first. So unless he's gonna go and prove it, I'm telling you now, he just has this record. Horrendous. Horrendous.
Stato, how many games does he usually miss a season?
Who's that? Who are you addressing?
Aki.
I'm just saying, this season it feels like he hasn't been injured.
He has been injured.
Yeah,
Just not
He has
as
been
often as normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Because remember, there was a time when Gordon had to play up front.
Yeah, exactly. And
Right.
Every player's out for like 1 or 2 games.
yeah, but also don't forget, Aki. Don't forget, he's coming to a club where he's absolutely will be required to play twice in a week, which he's not doing at the moment. Do not forget that.
True.
That's when he starts having problems. That's when he starts having problems. The reason why he's not having problems this year is because the year that they needed him, when they were, I think they were in the Champions League, he started having issues. The guy can't turn it around. He's always getting little knocks and stuff like that. I would say they're a fantastic striker, but availability to me is key. Like, people don't knock that stuff, man. Like, we're suffering. If it wasn't because we have some options and thankfully they come up, this Jota guy is taking the absolute mickey out of this club.
What do you mean?
The rob.
He's
Honestly,
contributing enough.
Yeah.
That guy is an absolute waste, man. Honestly, he's sad. Oh, he's a nightmare. But like I said, we've already got him, so we're managing the situation. But if you go and buy a Jota, you're crazy. You're actually insane to go and buy a Jota and bring it into your club. You are mad.
So what
That
does
guy-
Nunes get sold?
Sorry, you're gonna have to get rid of him. To be honest, the way things are looking, you're gonna have to get rid of both of them.
Who do you bring in though?
That's what I'm saying. It probably won't happen. This is all fantasy talk. It's not gonna happen because, like you say, how are you gonna find a Jota replacement? So you're gonna keep deceiving yourself, and then you sell Nunes. You better get a player that's gonna be more available than Jota. Because the problem you have with Jota, when he's fit, you know what he brings. You just know what he brings, which is just a killer. But the dude, every season without fail, will miss a significant part of your season without fail. This has been going on every single season, and we've just been tolerating. I think it drives me crazy. I don't even know. I'm just grateful that we're getting away with it. It's crazy to me. You can't plan with that.
Are you guys not concerned that your 3 players nothing's been done with any of them yet?
What contracts?
Yeah, the contract.
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
It's very odd. Do you know what? When he first came up, yeah, I genuinely was I was 100% all in that before January the 1st came, that they would make an announcement like during Christmas or something like between Christmas and New Year's. I was so convinced. Now, honestly, I don't understand this. I don't understand it. I don't understand.
It's strategic. Like, there's no playbook that would suggest that it's worthwhile holding off offering them contracts.
It doesn't. I don't get it. I don't understand what's happening. I don't get it.
I think basically all 3 players are leaving at the end of the season.
Hopefully,
that's all you can deduce from it, really. If they're going to sign new contracts, they would have done so by now.
I think the opposite. I think
Trent is definitely going, and I think that
I could see all 3 staying.
No, Trent's definitely going. I can confirm it here right now.
Yeah,
he's definitely going. And you know another telltale sign as well is that Alphonso Davies is going to sign back on at Bayern. So the 2 key free transfers that Madrid were looking at were Davies and Trent. But Davies is signing his contract, and Trent is nowhere near and wants to join Bellingham in Madrid.
The problem you have now, like right now, is I can't see a spacing in the calendar for them to sign. Because when would you have time to actually have some talk? So I don't understand it. I don't get it.
It's not them; it'd be the advisors anyway.
I know, but even still, they have to have some time to go through it. And these guys are preparing for
not really
every 2 or 3. What do you mean not read? You have to read something.
All the players do is say, I want to sign or I don't want to sign. The advisors will be doing like the contract.
What do you mean? You still have to need some time. What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm with Aki here. The agents do all the
but to be fair, Salah's basically said that he was waiting for a contract.
He's gone. I think he feels disrespected, to be honest.
But they haven't given him a contract that he feels worthy of signing.
Yeah, I think
VVD's being silent assassin, just waiting till whenever. It's baffling. I don't know what's going on.
You guys
like the host has disappeared and is now sending messages. It'll probably be the March international break where they'll have to so they're sending pings because he can't even talk. The guy is on hostage.
We're gonna send some help his way. Don't worry, people.
So who's Liverpool's last game in the Champions League then?
It's PSG
away.
And it doesn't even matter. So you could literally play a second team.
No, he will
never finish first or second.
He doesn't do second teams, but he'll mix it a lot.
He has to just play Joe Bloggs.
No, he wouldn't do that. No, he wouldn't do that. That's what we wanted to do, but he ain't gonna do it.
It doesn't make sense. Honestly,
I'm just telling you, there's no point getting ready to be disappointed about something. We've seen him do this before. He's gonna play about 5 or 6 players that you might think, what? Why is this guy playing? And it just
you're literally the only team that can get away with playing anyone because you can't. Your position doesn't change in terms of whether you're first or second.
It's a point, isn't it? It's a point to absolutely seal it to be first.
Yeah, but whether you're first or second, you go against the same groupings of teams.
What I'm saying is, he will probably treat it as another game to keep the rhythm because he's very good at rhythm. So he would have calculated it. You expect certain players to play, maybe Bradley, Endo, Chiesa, but he's still gonna have a little mix of another player. He does it all the time. It's not gonna be like total 11. Like basically, it won't be the total 11 that should be playing at Bournemouth. I haven't touching the ball on Wednesday. I wouldn't see that. I would see at least 3, maybe 4 players, and you'd be thinking, "Right, why is that guy playing?" or something like that. But that's just how we approach it.
Also, we haven't got a big enough squad if you think about it. Like,
we cannot. I don't think that's the reason. What do you mean we don't have enough squad? We have 2 players for each.
Well, no, but if you look at our midfielders, if you take out like Gravenberch, Zobolai, and McAllister, who are you replacing them with? Elliot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You
What?
want to do like
What?
you want to do what Mikey's saying.
Elliot Jones and Endo.
You play Endo, Elliot.
Jones is injured.
Yeah, but you let me answer your question. You play Endo, you play Elliot.
Endo doesn't even play.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm answering your question. You said, who would you play, right? Because if you're not taking it seriously, you play Endo.
I would be playing. They'd be the first names on the team sheet.
And you play someone like Morton or McConnell or something. Well, he's not going to do that.
Then you're going to get beat.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to do that. He ain't going to do that. He's not going to do that. He's going to have a mixture of them, and then he'll probably look at a 60-minute, 30-minute to change it up. And also, I'm sure, as a former Feyenoord manager, he's not going to want to lose to PSV anyhow, get battered. And PSV actually need the points. So he's going to have some of them on the bench to come on because he knows he needs the point. He's not like that. It's not his style. He's going to be enough of the mixture to make sure it make a thing. But all right, let's move on to the league game. I guess we're predicting for the thing. So go off, CT. Go on. What's the score for Bournemouth again?
It'll be a tough one, I can see Bournemouth doing it, so I'm gonna go 3-1 Bournemouth.
Okay. Mikey?
I'll go 1-1.
Aki?
I think it will be a tough game.
3-2 Liverpool.
I'm going for 3-1 Liverpool. Bournemouth to score first.
Well, you can put your prediction on the chat.
Right, let's move on to the other one, which is Manchester City. Well, no, Arsenal at home. Arsenal versus Manchester City. So we start with the Liverpool guys. So Aki, then I'll go.
2-1 City.
I'm going to go with 3-2 City.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, there you have it, guys. We've got our predictions locked in. So the way we're looking at it, I think, like I said already before the chat, that the fake title challenge is gonna come to an end this weekend. And there'll be nothing for us to talk about except for just doing what I normally do, which is laughing at Arsenal fans. I do that pretty well. I'm
not worried about City at all. I don't understand.
Well, what I stole from Mamouche, I like the guy. They've struck the lottery again, haven't they? That guy's a player, man.
Yeah, he's good.
So who's gonna close us out? Are we gonna invite Real back in to close us out as a guest?
No. Let's do the If you're watching, like, comment, and subscribe. This is One True Red Pod, and we're out. Thank you.